5 is 1 in the 6. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood, tryna stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed this morning, man. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Smash a like button. It's a little interesting. We got in the building. Dow Big G, Eric H, G McCall, Mark Wonderlick. What's that, Mark? I'll go back to it. Shawa, salute. Anwar Willis, Robert Singleton, Brandon Shamar, Eric Jordan in the building, salute. Beezy, what's going on? Picasso. Dwayne Price. It's early, y'all. I didn't sleep too well. Chilltown Majors. Sam Mack, Antonio MMA. Joe the Beast. Picasso, Steve L. the Mac, Antonio MMA. Main Biker, salute. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. A cop has a heart attack. The man charged with manslaughter. What the hell? All right, I'll get back to that, Mark. Thank you for that. Asante L. Jesus Christ. This is how, wow. All right, let's talk about this. Chef Maccabee, salute. Well, first of all, the first thing I'm going to say is I'm glad that this is happening in the Middle East. He said Batiman versus Rob him. Oh shit, that's funny. I'll talk about that on the other channel. Cop rolls up on it. Looked like a black kid, of course. And the cop has a heart attack, and I'll have a look at it. I'm just reading the title, but I'll have a look at it. So these two dudes is fighting February 17th in Saudi. Won't you have a look at I almost said Mike Tyson. Wow. Stormy, salute. Marcus Wall, salute. Look at Tyson Fury's face. He's joking a lot less now. Jeff Sparks, salute. And leading up to this fight, all that bouncing around and selling the fight that he's gonna do, don't believe it. Baki, what's good? Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Right now, he's training for real. Because this is going to be the first time in a long time where he's going to have to give an honest effort with no help from outside. Outside help. When I say outside help, y'all already know what I mean, because let's face it. Oh, you did, Marco? My bad. Oh, okay. Yes, I did, Stormy. Yes, I did, Stormy. Yes, I did. And shout out to Boo Boo Andre, for real. Hold on. All right, Marco, I sent it. CT Fat Boy, salute. Yeah, this is the first time he's gonna enter a situation where he has to actually put in hard work, and he's not gonna have any help, outside help, meaning drugs. JT Mo in the building. Drugs, judges, referees. He can't pull no nonsense. And he's gonna have to be clean. And what the hell? Boom Bap Street, salute. He's gonna have to be clean. And what you're gonna see is an average guy with height, and we're gonna see if he can survive naturally. What I don't want to hear, if Usyk goes in there and does something that we don't expect him to do, and y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want to hear the 3 Wilder fights just took too much out of him. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You know why? He just knocked out Dillian White after that. And he looked fine. He looked fine. Oh, Picasso, that's a good question. Can he get gay over there? I don't know. But all that trash talking and everything and bouncing around that he normally does, don't believe it. He's concerned. He couldn't, after the Francis and Ngannou debacle, because that's what it is. It was a debacle. You do realize that. After that, he couldn't play a game and retire because it wouldn't have made sense. Because he wasn't on anything, and it showed. Let me tell you something. That Ngannou fight was very telling. Albert Doughty, Queen in the building. ES, good morning. King Vonnie, salute. That Ngannou fight was very, very telling. First of all, when the bell rang, he ran across the ring and tried to knock him out. And I know Ngannou has some boxing skills. I understand that, and I appreciate that. But he wasn't supposed to be able to compete against the heavyweight champion of the world. No. Melvin, what up? That wasn't supposed to happen. Look, can we be honest? That wasn't supposed to happen. Were you not watching that fight like, what's going on? Everybody. Fresh, you know what makes me think that? It's the Saudis. And from what I was told, they run a very tight ship over there. And the penalties for popping dirty over there might be a little more different. Now, I don't know, but the penalties for popping dirty may be a little more different. CB Sports. Salute, brother. You might not want to play over there. You know, like how these people are going to Dubai and all of these places, and they're going over there and they're acting out. And what flies over here, Dr. Mark, salute. It don't fly over there. Like, the trucker chick. She went over there and wilded out, and they threw her ass in jail. And it got real. By the time we heard the story, she sounded like a victim. But when they told the story, sorry, it sounded a lot more believable. She went over there, and the neck got to popping, and the weave started going in all directions. And they said, okay, we got you right now. Lock up. She was like,
what?
Yep. They locked the ass up. She wasn't the only one. There's a lot of stories that didn't make the news. Deacon Dollar, salute. And I brought that up to say it's different over there. So maybe they sat him down and say, yo, look, we know what you do. That might fly in your country. You might have gotten away with it in America. But you pull that here in your court. You pull it here in your court. The penalty is going to be devastating. Hi, I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, I don't know. Whole time he's sweating. What are you talking about? I don't know. Getting there with Ngannou and had a tough fight. Playboy plays, salute. Had a tough fight. Did y'all expect that? I didn't expect that. First round, he went in there and tried to clean his clock. You saw it. The first exchange, he threw that right hand. I said, oh, okay. When I went back and looked at it, because I ain't watch it live, I was listening to it. And then round 3 happened. I said, what, am I hearing that? Did he slip? No. And when I rewatched it, I said, yo, that's not even the guy that fought Dillian White, man. That's not even the guy that fought Dillian White, bro. Because I'm going to tell you something, Demon, salute. Now, I saw good brother. Because I'm going to tell you something. I saw that they done ranked Francis Ngannou because of that performance. Look, I'm going to be honest right now. You put Ngannou in there with top 5. Those guys on this card coming up on the 23rd, Ngannou don't beat none of those heavyweights. I don't care what you say. It's just that Fury's not that good. I keep telling y'all that, man. When you see a clean Tyson Fury, you know what happens? He gets knocked on his ass. Ask Steve Cunningham. He had to cheat that guy. They should have DQ'd him. You all heard the story. Nicholas, what up? You all heard the story. The late, great Eddie Cotton. He's the dirtiest fighter I have had to officiate. And I had Galata 3 times. And when Pac-Man gets his power pellets, when he does get knocked on his ass, he's rising up like the Undertaker. Paul Bearer holding the urn. Yes! And he's getting up off the fucking ground. Huh? If he ain't doing that, he's poisoning niggas. This is all facts, man. Then he's playing games with the gloves. In the Middle East, you do that. I don't know what they told him, but they say, yo, you caught here doing this. You know how I always said, when you get caught cheating, you should be charged with attempted murder? All right, JT, Mo. Remember when I said that? For all I know, maybe they treat it as such. For all I know. Let me read this. Saudi Arabia. The sale of drugs in Saudi Arabia almost always results in the death penalty. I read it again, and thank you. This is J. Timo just sent me this. The sale of drugs in Saudi Arabia almost always results in the death penalty. Saudi Arabia and judicial authorities are not inclined to make exceptions. Alcohol use is illegal in Saudi Arabia, and possession or use of alcohol or drugs can be punished by public flogging, fines, lengthy imprisonment, and death.
Whoa! What's up? That's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy when he courting, he did ride Crambo. Froggy when he courting, he did ride Crambo. Froggy when he courting, he did ride a sword and a revolver by his side. Crambo killed la 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 la. Slop do yellow bug too long to get too long to. That's a hard part right in there, and then nephew. Crambo killed a la la la. Slop a doodle yellow bug too long to eat. Cover up top bottom of Crambo. Aliole. And the yodel goes right in there somewhere, but it's a little too high for me.
Take that!
He got knocked down in the third round by Francis Ngannou, his first pro fight. Ladies and gentlemen, that was not supposed to happen. He was in there in a real fight. And matter of fact, when they were about to read the results, do you remember the look on Mauricio Sillyman's face? Remember the look on Team Fury's camp? How many people said, yo, I think Ngannou won the fight? Now, I'll say this. It was close. And I'll say this. I wouldn't have been screaming robbery if Ngannou got the nod, because Fury was just that bad. I'm sorry. He was normal. I did a little trolling. I said, yeah, he won. Because I wanted the haters to see how that shit felt. Reality is, Ngannou, once again, and y'all hear me say this a lot, he won the drama of the fight. He won the drama of the fight. The drama. And that fight was not supposed to be close. That fight was not supposed to be close. It wasn't. It was supposed to be a lesson. Big Texas, salute. Rick Blackwell, True Boxing Night, Mr. Shelton, Dill Spooley, John Hugh, the Brothers UK, salute. Eric H., Lamont. And there you go. There you go. Because I'm telling you right now, this is a big card. This is a big card. I'm telling you right now, Deontay's going to knock Joseph Parker's head off. That fight's not going to the 5th round, bro. I'm telling you. It's not. It's really not. That's my prediction. I'll give a more detailed prediction as we get closer. Deontay's going to fly his shit. Now, does that set up the AJ fight? AJ got to beat, I will admit, AJ got the tougher assignment against Otto Wallin. That's a tough assignment. That's a 50-50 fight. AJ has to perform. If AJ was gonna duck anybody to move around, it would have been that. I mean, hell, your boyfriend Dillian White did it. Ducked out of violence to get that Fury smoke and still got knocked out. But if he gets past out of violence, you get the Deontay fight, which leads to February 17th in Saudi. Coach Amber, salute. Let me tell you how the universe works. Because right now, as it stands, listen, the Saudis came in and threw a bag everywhere. And these other countries can't compete. Everybody on this card, they're not going to see a high payday unless they fight in Saudi again. They're not going to see a high payday. The Saudi just said, yo, what you want? 8 million? That's not even my son's allowance. Yeah, take it. Life-changing money on this card. I haven't read the purses. I'm just saying. Those guys threw a bag. All right? They threw a bag with, hey man, if we get a return, if we get a return on investment, even if we don't, we good. That's the bag they threw. Like, we may not. If you cash a $3,000 check, are you mad if you lose 10 cents out your pocket? You take something out your pocket and a dime falls out, rolls into the street. It's like, it's only a dime. You still got $3 grand in your pocket. Are you that mad? My music is dragging? All right. As long as my voice dragging? 88 Sports Talk, salute. You know, I won't be too mad. It's good over here. Let me check something. All right. It's all good. Yeah, so granted, the people who we expect to be successful are successful. All roads lead to the winner on February 17th. Tell you right now, if Otto Violin beats AJ, D ain't fighting Otto because nobody really cares to see that. Automatically, they're going to say, well, Big Block, salute. What's going on with the winner of the 17th? Because apparently, Tracks, what up? Apparently, nobody cares about belts and legacy. Nobody gives a shit anymore. Nobody cares. Marco, what's good? Same shit. Cooking on this Usyk and Fury on the 17th in Saudi. I just read something real key.
Okay.
The penalty.
What'd you read?
The penalty in Saudi for drug use and alcohol and all of that stuff. Like, some of that shit is death. Matter of fact, let me read it again. It's very interesting.
Did you say death?
I'm not kidding. The sale of drugs in Saudi Arabia almost always results in the penalty of death. Saudi Arabia and judicial authorities are not inclined to make exceptions. Alcohol use is illegal in Saudi Arabia, and possession or use of alcohol or drugs can be punished by public flogging, fines, lengthy imprisonment, or death. Now, with that being said, Tyson Fury looked horrible against
Ngannou.
Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, he sure did.
He looked horrible, but to me, that's Fury as I know him. He's horrible. He's just a tall, awkward dude, but he can be touched. We've seen it. And that tainted some of his best performances because you don't know when he was clean. I know he was dirty when he fought Deontay 3 times. Of course he was dirty. Pick the fight, and I'll explain it to you. I know that man cheated with his equipment. I know he cheated old boy, I think that German cat. I did a video on it. I always forget his name. Because he explained how he had projectile vomit and explosive diarrhea. The night prior, he almost called off the fight, but he didn't. And he still got in there and knocked Tyson Fury on his ass in that fight. So this long-legged, Big Hero 6 looking ass, he can get touched. And he goes to Saudi where he doesn't have access to any of the things that he's used to. And he thought Francis Ngannou would be a mark. And Ngannou has above average boxing skill. But when I watched it, I said, man, Ngannou makes a lot of mistakes. But the heavyweight champion in the world couldn't capitalize on any of those wide punches? What happened? What's going on here? And you got dropped in the 3rd damn round? This is the WBC champion? No. The Pavchik, that's him. Pavchik, that's him. That's him, Shawa. Thank you. I did a video on that. So all of these things, the chickens are coming home to roost. Now, you get knocked on your ass in the 3rd round by basically a novice. The fight was close that it had the WBC nervous at the end of the fight. A lot of people think that Ngannou won. Whatever. The fight wasn't supposed to be that close. It wasn't supposed to be that close. Oh, well, is Ngannou better than Deontay? No, he's not. What's that say about Klitschko? Is Ngannou better than Klitschko? Think about all the guys he beat. Now you're saying Ngannou's better than those guys? This is silly talk. Look, man, the writing's on the wall. The guy's a drug user. The guy cheats with his equipment. He poisons people. He doesn't have access to any of that crap anymore. Now he's gonna fight clean, and now he got to fight Usyk in Saudi. And let me put up this picture again. That's not a confident man. Usyk just looks like that. Weirdo. But Fury's not a confident man. Do not be surprised if Usyk goes in there and boxes his goddamn face in. Do not be surprised magically, because before I said, man, Fury's going to beat him. Now it's in Saudi. Yeah. Team Fury has problems. Your thoughts on that, Marco?
I think Fury's gonna beat him easy, but it's hard to not think the way you're thinking after what we just saw against Ngannou. I just not so sure the two are going to be mutually exclusive. You know what I'm saying? It definitely made me wonder, but you have to remember what Ngannou did was the attributes Ngannou has: size, power. Usyk doesn't have any of those. His attributes are different, I just think he's too small to outbox Fury. I think if he had size and power, like Ngannou did, and that skill, that'd be a different story. So I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna beat him. And people say that Fury didn't take it seriously. I kind of believe that because if you were a fighter, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to take that seriously, even though that's no excuse because you should. But it's like, you're fighting an MMA guy, blah blah blah. I'm just, he was partying. He looked like shit. Clearly, he got tired. Like, so I don't think we're gonna see the same Fury against Usyk because it's a totally different animal. And Usyk, very few fighters have the attributes that Ngannou had that can negate Fury. Like, Fury couldn't lean on him like he leaned on Wilder, for example. He couldn't do any of that with it because this dude was just big and strong. He's just fuck off. You know what I mean? He couldn't do any of the roughhouse tactics that he could do with people who are smaller than him. But with Usyk, he sure the fuck can. The question is, will he catch Usyk?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Can he? I don't think I've never seen Usyk get leaned on.
Right. No, I mean, who has anybody tried? Does anybody do it as much as Fury?
No, I thought AJ, he needed to do that.
Yeah, AJ didn't. AJ tried to box him. Like
he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. I think Usyk provides different looks, and Usyk is a different dude. Mm-hmm. I didn't think Usyk was gonna catch record on AJ like that. I'm like, what's happening here?
I didn't either.
No, that wasn't to me. In my mind, I'm like, how is this happening? And he hurt AJ. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on here? Hurt him in the first fight. Hurt him in round 12. I was like, what's happening?
He was clipping him. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and I'm sorry to cut you off, but the susceptibility to Usyk's body is going to be a big problem. Big problem, because this motherfucker's going to be teeing off on his solar plexus all night.
Without the power pellets, Fury can't punch. That guy can't punch. And y'all know I hate the guy. But this Ngannou fight, Fury was supposed to beat this guy easy. That's why I didn't bother watching. I said, man, it's gonna be a jab fest, and Ngannou's face is gonna be all lumped up, his forehead gonna be cut up. That ain't even when he hit him with that damn elbow.
That was one of those. There's very few times where I'm completely wrong. Generally, all of us who know boxing, we're usually around the ballpark of what's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna kill him.
Yeah. I was like, why is this happening? And I didn't. Every time an advertisement came up, I turned the channel and I'm like, man, I ain't watching this shit, man. This is stupid.
Yeah.
And then I'm listening to Champ Side call the fight. He said, oh, he dropped him. I said, what? I said, no, that can't be right.
I know.
When I watched it, I said, nah, that was clean. I said, how's he falling on the floor? And what's wrong with him? Now his body, he just looks like that. He just looks like that. Anytime he looked better than that, he was juiced out of his mind. This guy's been on drugs. And my point is, he's not going to have access to what he normally has access to. Now, did he take Ngannou seriously? I'm going to say he did. Because what he didn't want was this, the embarrassment of going the distance with this guy and putting doubt in people's minds. He couldn't afford to go in there and lose to this guy or even look bad. And he did both. He won, but he did one thing. He looked bad.
It's just like, but in his mind, it was just like he's fighting. It's almost like he was fighting a kid. Like, it was that on paper supposed to be that much of a
right
non-threatening fight for him.
Right. The first round, he came out and threw the right hand. He tried to knock him out in the first round.
And you saw what happened? As he threw that, Ngannou threw a counter.
Yeah.
And I don't think it landed, but Fury felt the power of it. And also he saw the timing. He's like, oh shit, this guy's going to take one to give one, and his shits are hard.
Bro.
And he was
people didn't see that. I saw that right away. When I got home and I watched it, I said, oh, okay. So he does have some education in boxing. And he picked up some things that Mike Tyson showed him. I'll admit that. And Fury wasn't ready.
No.
It was unexpected.
Yeah.
And his IQ kept him in that fight. But that magical power and the poisoning of water and the tainting of the gloves, it was not there. All of his tricks was not there. What kept him in that fight was a boxing IQ, which Fury does have.
Right.
He was not supposed to struggle, because that's what he did. He struggled.
I mean, yeah, he damn near lost. Some people think he did lose.
Yeah?
You know, and I don't think he lost, but I think it was 1 point victory, which, I mean, do you hear what we're saying? The heavyweight champion, undefeated, whatever, 1 point victory to somebody who's never had a professional boxing match in his life. And you get a 1 point victory? Like, to me, he technically did lose, and boxing lost that night. That was my main thing. Like, I wasn't even like, I know you don't like Fury. I didn't even give a fuck about the fighters. I'm just like, this is making our sport look like shit.
Well, you got to take one to give one, because I just looked at everyone's comments on various pages and I say, yo, this is your WBC champion of the world. This is your guy. Deal with it. Now y'all deal with it. So now he's fighting, I guess you can call it the second best heavyweight in the world, because this is for undisputed, y'all. Y'all forgot?
Which is kind of dope in itself. Finally, we got undisputed since Lennox, right?
Yeah,
first time
since Lennox. So now you finally get undisputed. So the industry, I ain't even gonna go there, y'all. The industry is getting what they want. They ain't want AJ and Deontay, but now the industry is getting what they want. But here's the cost, and I hope all you AJ fans that did all this posturing and sausage blowing, this is the result, you buffoons. This is your result. See, the AJ fans vanished. Y'all niggas went away. Y'all vanished. I've been looking for y'all. Y'all vanished. And there's a song on Onyx album, Back the Fuck Up, first album, classic. It's called The Next Niggas. Sucking the next nigga dick.
Oh yeah,
I
I
was just
remember that.
monotonous. It was monotonous. I couldn't picture the next nigga dick in my girl's esophagus. That's what y'all did. Y'all jumped on the Fury bandwagon. And when we told y'all that this guy, y'all knew this guy was a damn cheater. Y'all didn't care. As long as he got that off on Wilder, y'all didn't care. Y'all didn't care. So now look. This is what y'all got to deal with. Now look. So now we have an undisputed matchup. And I'm torn. Here's why I'm torn. I hate Tyson Fury. And that's a strong word, but I can say that from the depths. I hate that guy. I hate him. Hate. So now that's no secret. I hate him. All right? Usyk, I've lost respect for him. We were looking for you in Brooklyn, man. I was looking forward to meeting you, and you just stopped in Los Angeles. You were supposed to pull up last October. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. And Deontay went from being the easiest of the bunch to the most difficult. So in the event you become undisputed, I don't trust you to fight Deontay Wilder. I feel that you will erect all kind of obstacles and let the games begin. So I'm torn here. I don't like Fury and I don't trust Usyk. But I want the fans to know, all of that bickering for the last 5 years, this is the result. When y'all should have been leaning on Eddie Hearn and saying, no, make the fight. I think AJ beats Deontay. That's all we were saying. Make the fight. Y'all spent time avoiding the fight and making up excuses as to why the fight shouldn't happen, as opposed to being proactive in making the fight happen. This is your fault. With that being said, D knows what's going on, and I almost feel bad for Joseph Parker because this is going to be a violent knockout.
Yeah,
it's going to be violent. It's going to be violent.
I mean, they all are.
Yeah, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. And the fact that this is happening in Saudi, February 17th, in my mind, now it's boxing, anything can happen. Fury can go in there and knock Usyk out. That could happen. But in my mind, of what I saw with Ngannou, now he's going to be dealing with a slick dude that's going to box with him. And I don't see Fury cornering Usyk and leaning on him and doing that stuff. I don't see it. Usyk is too slick, especially at heavyweight. He's too slick. It's a possibility he'll rack up enough points to run away with this damn thing. And do not be surprised if Usyk becomes undisputed champion of the world. And I want everyone to take a long, if that happens, if it goes down like that, I need you to take a long look at Tyson Fury and see if he considers retirement. If he considers retirement again, I want to know y'all thoughts. Never mind my opinion on him. What is your opinion? Ask yourself, have I ever lied on this guy? Everything I said about Fury was 100% true. In my opinion, based off of the facts, is that I hate the guy. That's my opinion based off of the facts. What's your opinion based off of the facts? And I'm talking about everything. What's your opinion based off the goddamn facts? Oh, well, you always hating on Fury. Yo, here's why. Just check my page. This guy's a cancer. He's AIDS of boxing. He's AIDS. He's AIDS. And he's spreading it. But Saudi has the cure. Ngannou knocked the heavyweight champion on his... Did Conor McGregor knock Floyd on his ass? Floyd pulled him into deep water and drowned him. Stopped him. I said, man, this is supposed to be ugly. Jab, 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 right hand, laugh, stick your tongue out, whack. This is supposed to be an education. He's getting dropped in the third round. That wasn't supposed to happen. When I heard Champ Side say it, I said, that had to have been a slip. Or, footing was something. When I went home and saw it, I said, nah, that's a knockdown. What's going on here? He was in a fight. And then, here's the funny part. He wasn't trying to fight Usyk directly next. He wasn't. In fact, if he could avoid that fight, if he could avoid this fight altogether, he'd have did it. This guy's a farce. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Mr. Black in that super chat, much love. He said Usyk is gonna style on Fury, then he's gonna dance around Wilder. Well, he gotta get in the ring with Deontay, bro. We was waiting for him in we was waiting for him in Brooklyn. He didn't even show up after saying he was gonna show up. We had motherfuckers coming in to my chat when I said, yo, where was he at? Yeah, motherfuckers, Usyk never said he was showing up. Yes, he did. I pulled up all the articles. He said he was going to be there. Why the fuck would I be looking for him if he didn't say he wasn't going to be there? He was supposed to be there. He didn't show up. He stopped in Los Angeles, and he stayed. What happened? So I don't even trust Usyk to get in the ring with Deontay. I don't trust him. Usyk becomes undisputed. I don't trust him to get in the ring with Deontay. Unless he's like forced. Unless Saudi says, no, this is the fight right here. Do it or you don't. You don't want to do it, Usyk? Why? Because. That's what he said. Because. That's what he said. Marco, your thoughts?
On which one exactly?
On everything. On Usyk, if he becomes undisputed, what does he do next?
I guess depending on what happens between Wilder and Anthony Joshua, actually no, he probably has to fight the winner of Wilder and Parker, which we know it's going to be Wilder, because he already beat Joshua. If he beats Fury, he already beats Fury, so Wilder's the only person left, and that's not going to go well.
Nope.
Because as slick as Fury is, slick as Usyk is, Wilder is one of the few fighters in history that just need to land one punch and can do it between all 12 rounds at any point. Literally, like one of the only fighters in history. You say what you want about Wilder, his technique is, some people criticize it, but that right hand is not a lucky punch. That right hand has found its target in every fight. He didn't knock down Stavern in the first fight, did he?
No, he got him in trouble. He landed it, but
So-
he in trouble.
So one fight out of 45, he doesn't knock somebody down, who obviously we know that in the rematch he knocks him out brutally. I mean, that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not coincidence. It's not a lucky punch. That I see the same thing about Tank. Tank doesn't land those punches because he's lucky. He fucking
Right.
pieces them. You know what I'm saying? Just like Wilder. But and they're similar. I think Wilder is scarier because he has a higher probability of putting you to sleep than Tank does. Although they are close, because Tank's nipping at his heels right there in terms of being able to at any moment put the lights out. But Wilder is like you've never seen before. You know what I mean? Like literally.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that like because I know you like him. It is what it is. I hate that saying, but it is. You can't deny what he does. Just like you can't deny, like you said, you don't like Fury, but yeah, he's a good boxer. Well, people who Wilder is one of probably the hardest puncher in history. I mean, up to this point.
Probably.
I don't like making those assessments or labeling that while a fighter's still active. Once they're done, then you can look at the career as a whole. But I mean, come on.
You
know
can
what I'm
make
saying?
the case.
Yeah, that's why it's so exciting to watch. As well.
Punches are born, man.
And Wilder has an energy in the ring that gets people amped. He goes, he has so much passion and so much, he shows so much passion in the ring and emotion. He really, that's why he sells. That's why he draws.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, Usyk would have to fight him as long as he wins, which 99.9% he's going to.
Hell yeah. I mean, look, punches are born. There's a lot of punches in the history of the sport. Pick a weight class. They were there. George Foreman, Ernie Shavers was ridiculous, and Ernie Shavers was on the smaller side of heavyweights. But if he caught you clean,
Well, I mean, back then, Ron Lyles too. Back then,
Ron Lyle, yeah.
those guys were average heavyweights back then, no?
No, they were.
For back then.
But Ernie Shavers, I think Ernie what was his heaviest? Like 218, something like that?
Every heavyweight, even Foreman, what was Foreman? Was he in the 240s? No, he was 220s, right?
No, he made 220s, yeah.
They all were like 220s.
Foreman, it was weird because when he'd hit you on TV, it looked like what looked like the grazing blow.
Yeah.
These guys would start falling all over the place and rolling on the floor. It's man.
You know what's the prime example of that is the punch that knocked out Trevor Berbick by Tyson. Grazing as fuck, but
yeah, because his back was turned.
He fell 3 times
to the camera.
Tyson's was right.
Yeah, then you saw his head kind of snap, and then he fell. And I remember seeing that as a kid. I was like, "Whoa, what happened?" And then I didn't see it until the slow motion.
Yeah,
that was insane.
So Foreman was 220 when he fought Ali.
He was 220?
Yep. Ali was 216. Ken Norton was 212. Like all these, Joe Frazier.
Ken Norton was 212?
Yep. Joe Frazier was 225. So they were all around 220, give or take, in that era.
Holy cow.
And
These guys
now
are just ridiculous today, man. It's crazy.
Lennox 250, Fury 280.
The Klitschko's, those some big boys, man.
Klitschko's were probably about 240, 250.
Yeah, them dudes was huge.
Oh.
I saw Vladimir in person. The only time I saw him out here in New York, and I remember looking at him like, God damn,
He's
he's
big, huh?
big. He's big. He's big. He was big, and he was like blocky. I don't know if it was because of what he had on, but I said, shit.
What was he, about 6'6"?
He's about 6'5", but yeah, I remember like kind of like looking up at him. He's taller than me. I'm like looking. I was like, damn, you know. And he had long arms, and I said, shit, what the hell's, you know? And Vitaly bigger than him. So that was crazy. Vitaly's, I think Vitaly's like 6'6", 6'7". My God, yeah, Robert. Jarrell Miller, you know, I've like been like next to him. Jarrell is just wide. He's very, very like wide. He looked like he needed to be running around playing for the Giants.
He's about
Mr.
what?
Black,
6'4"?
Mr. Black back in that super chat. He said, when I say dance, I mean around making the fight happen. Wilder will kill Usyk. Don't misquote me. Oh, no doubt, bro. No doubt. I know what you meant. That's what I'm saying. Usyk, he got to get in the ring. And I think, don't I have Igor's Klimas number?
Beaver Cleaver. What?
Igor's Klimas. That's the guy that works with Usyk. Klimas. I gotta check my phone. I think I might have his phone number. I'd love to call him. These guys are probably not even in the country right now.
You said you've been around Big Baby Miller?
Yeah.
Is he about 6'4"?
He's about 6 foot. Let me see if I can find a picture.
He's taller than you, right?
Yeah, he's taller than me. Let's see if I can find a picture. But he's wide. He was like very, very wide. I was like, damn.
Yo, I worked this celebrity boxing event on Saturday night in Atlantic City.
How was that?
It was interesting. There was it's celebrity boxing, so it's 1 minute rounds and people who haven't fought, and it was a little wild. A couple of the guys started, like, one guy hammer fisted the other guy, got disqualified, and
what?
Yeah, he was drunk. Two of them were drunk fighting.
Oh man.
And a lot of wrestling, and then they had 3 wrestling matches, like not WWE, but that style. They had 3 of those first. Then they had like musical performances in between. It was different, but yeah, I was interviewing the fighters and stuff.
What happened with Ray Mercer?
I met Ray Mercer, which was a dope experience for me. You ever meet him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, right, you told me that. Cool dude. He after his, like, I want to say 4th or 5th Jack and Coke,
Damn.
he started wiling out, and he would have got in the ring. He started. When I was interviewing this one fighter, and he starts fucking, "I'll fight you, bitch ass motherfucker." And Ray has this deep voice.
Yeah, he does.
Motherfucker, you bitch ass motherfucker. And he's kind of like half kidding, but half like serious. One thing that threw me off about Ray was he wasn't as tall as I thought he would be.
No.
6 feet, maybe?
I was taller than him.
He's about 6 feet, and he was thin. Like, maybe, when you get older, he's 62.
Yeah.
But his hands, though, I looked at his hands at one point. I'm like, this motherfucker has some big hands.
Nah,
and he was there because he's trying to decide if he wants to get back in and do it.
Don't do it.
He goes,
I wouldn't recommend it.
He goes, yeah. I go, would you? He goes, well, I do nothing all fucking day. I literally do nothing all day. Why not? And I'm like, all right. Well.
I don't know about that.
And then
Ray gotta chill, man, because
we're talking
fighters,
about
man.
Butterbean, right?
Oh, Butterbean was there?
Nah, but Butterbean hit me up recently, and Butterbean's like, "Yo, I want to fight James Toney. Make it happen." So I'm telling Ray that, and Ray goes, "Call Butterbean right now. Tell him I want to fight him. Call him right now." I'm like, "All right." So I call Butterbean. He goes, "Watch him say no. Watch." So I'm calling Butterbean, and Ray's like laughing, ready. So I'm like, "Yo, Bean, what's up? It's Marco. I'm right next to Ray Mercer right now. He said he wants to fight you." Butterbean goes, "Oh yeah, I'm driving right now. Let me call you back later."
Oh no! Oh no!
Come on, you blame him? Ray Mercer? Who the fuck wants to fight Ray Mercer?
But I mean, right now,
It was funny. Well, Butterbean lost a lot of weight.
who, Butterbean?
Yeah, he's down to 280. He used to be like 400.
What?
Yeah.
Is he sick?
No, he lost it on purpose.
Yeah, Butterbean was almost 500 pounds, man.
Butterbean used to say what you want about him. He used to knock people the fuck out.
Yeah, if he caught you clean, good night.
And I asked him, I remember being like, why'd you fight 4-rounders? He goes, they were paying me hundreds of thousands back in the 90s. He's like, why wouldn't I? That's what they wanted me to do. I'm like, yeah, good point.
Yeah, they took care of Butterbean, man. He was on a lot of pay-per-views, man.
Yeah,
Trying to find
Stormy
his
says
damn picture.
merciless. Mercer was merciless. Man, I talked to him about the Morrison fight. He was like, I knew Morrison was on steroids. He goes, so all I did was laid back and took those shots. He goes, he didn't hurt me at all. He said one punch a little bit, but he didn't hurt me at all. He's like, and I just wait for him to get gassed, and he did. And I was like, yo, that was one of those instances where the referee just was for a couple seconds in the wrong position, and by the time it took him to get around Mercer's big ass back, Tommy had just swallowed a fucking 20-piece.
Yeah, that was bad, bro. Listen. I mean, don't take this in the wrong nature, anybody, but listen. Had Tommy had died in the ring at that moment,
Wouldn't have been shocking.
I wouldn't have been shocked at all.
Yep. I'm with you. There he is.
That dude got some big ass hands, boy.
When I saw him, he had the gold tooth. I guess it's fake.
I think that is a gold tooth.
Oh, it doesn't look like it from this picture.
Yeah.
Zoom
But-
in. Oh yeah, it is gold. Yeah, it's just a thing. Yeah.
I said, bro, you look like you could still go. He said, I'll beat anybody ass right now. I was like, God
when
damn.
was this?
That was at Vegas. That was at the Errol and Bud fight.
Yeah, he was wearing the same Steelers hat when I saw him.
Yeah, man, that MGM Grand on the fight weekend to be lit. You just hang out the MGM Grand, everybody's there.
It was dope.
Everybody's there. Everybody's there.
I had a little taste of fame. I had a few people recognize me.
Oh yeah?
I know you go through that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm no
It
rock
was
star.
weird. You hear people like calling your name, you go turn around like, what the fuck? And then you're like, oh wait, no, it's we're not on
Yeah,
that.
it happened at the last event here in the Garden.
Yeah.
Happened at the last event. It was an Irish dude too.
Mm.
I mean, off the boat Irish
Yeah, you
dude.
told me, and you took pictures of his family and stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, it was him. It was just one of him.
I was gonna say that dude's not Irish. Oh, Jarrell, yeah. So he got you by a couple inches. He's a big fucking dude.
He's wide as hell.
If he got in shape, man, he could be a problem. Took it
Yeah.
seriously?
I mean, and this is what I'm saying. This is another guy. I need to see, because I'm telling you, I'm not gonna be shocked if Dubois beat him. I'm not gonna be shocked, because is he gonna have that same gas tank? You know, and we could say we want Dubois is a big, powerful kid, you know, and Big Baby takes shots. He takes a lot of shots,
He
man.
looked very bad against Lucas Brown, I think.
He did.
Right?
He
Even
did.
though he won,
Didn't his body look different?
he looked
From
he looked like he put weight on. He looked like he looked fatter.
yeah.
Which doesn't say anything about steroids to me.
Mhm.
We know he took them. It says something about lack of discipline. That's what it says to me.
see-
Or you know.
That's why. And if I miss you in the chat, salute to you. I see you, Gerard. GP, salute. Night Train, salute. If he cycled off and he knows he's not going to feel the same, that was the time where he should supposed to have gotten control of his diet, increase the cardio, do some calisthenics, and appear to be in better shape. Because all you need is a good diet and some calisthenics.
Mm-hmm.
And he would have cut weight between when he got popped and suspended. He was literally gone from the ring for like about 2.5 years. He should have used that time to get all the way down to like 280. He'd look like a different dude. everyone would have been saying, well, damn, I thought he got off steroids. But he'd have been cleaner. His cardio would be way up. He should have worked on his craft. And when he got off the narcotics.
What? Why do you take steroids when you're that big to begin with? I don't get it.
You know what, Marco? He was in there. He was in there messing around with those bodybuilders, man. And when you're messing around with those bodybuilders, man, let me tell you, unless it's classic physique, which is still a new thing for me, all of those guys, when the human body can't get. I wish J Timo was still in the chat. If you're still in the chat, J Timo, correct me if I'm wrong. The human body can only get but so big. To break that barrier, when these guys are walking around at 5'9", 300 pounds of pure muscle with veins everywhere, you can't do that without the help of something that's not supposed to be in your body, man. You can't do that.
Why is he with bodybuilders?
It's just, it's an ego thing. But I know for a fact you cannot weight train and box at the same time. The two trainers completely contradicting each other. If you're gaining in a year, if you gain 20 pounds of mass or muscle, it might look good, but try throwing a punch in the ring.
Right.
I bodybuilt for about 3 years straight. And then I got back into a boxing ring and I was just shadowing. 30 seconds in, my shoulders felt so heavy. I'm like, oh my God. I couldn't keep my arms up.
Yeah.
I look good, but what do you think would have happened to me if I sparred? I'd have got, My head would look like a goddamn speed bag. My head would look like a double end bag.
Yeah, no, these, you don't, that muscle mass is not good for throwing punches.
It's never good. It's never good, which is why AJ, when he fought Vladimir Klitschko, he was like 260. And he looked it. And I'm like, what is he doing?
I think Shannon Briggs, too. I feel like if he would have been a little less muscular in his career, it might have done him well. Like, it might have given him, because he was already fast and agile, but he would have been,
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a little much.
I really didn't. I don't get gassed on these guys coming in super big with these muscles everywhere. You can tell the difference. You can tell the difference. People be like, oh man, football players, if you good boxers, no, they wouldn't. The best boxers would be basketball players. Look at how Deontay's moving. Can you imagine if LeBron James loved boxing growing up?
Yep.
Understand, LeBron is 6 foot. What is he? 6'9", 6'8"?
6'9".
He's 6'9", and he's a natural, like, ain't LeBron like 240, 250? LeBron James is a big dude, man. I mean, this is what we're talking about here. I mean, and Jarrell Miller out in the gym, bench pressing 300 pounds, that's not going to help you in a boxing ring, man. But the fact that I used to watch him, he curl up like a turtle, and he's throwing 1,000 punches. I didn't say it, but I said, yo, that's not natural. He might be super talented like that. But a guy that size with that gas tank throwing 1,000 punches around, and then what do you know? What happened? I said, well, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. So now that he's off the shit, when he finally got back in the ring, his chest was sagging. He's one of those people that has a body type, when he gains weight, he don't get it in the stomach. It goes to his hips, and he goes wide. He's built like that.
Right.
And I said, wow, he didn't take any of that time to just get in shape, get your diet in shape. When he came back to the ring, man, he should have been at least 290. If work on your craft there, brother. You're coming back.
What did he weigh? Probably 330 or some shit.
At his heaviest, when he was active?
I'm gonna look it up right now. Against
like 330. And salute to Shin C in that super chat. He asked, what date are these fights again? Usyk Fury is February 17th. And that super card to end the year is December 23rd.
He was
December 23rd.
He was 333 when he fought Lucas Brown. Now, him against Dubois will be interesting.
What do you think happens in that fight?
I think Dubois has a lot of skill. The problem is, so I think he might give up again. He might feel the pressure. But Jarrell Miller too takes shots. He's not also the most like, you don't know what you're gonna get with him either. You know what I'm saying? If he's like motivated and coming forward and really his head's in it, he's a monster. But if his head isn't in it, we might just get an all-around shit show.
Hold on.
Right? So I don't know. It's an interesting fight, though. It's cool. It's only in a few more weeks. It'll be fun to watch.
Yo, hold on a second.
What's going on?
Yo, whoever is blocked, email me, please.
You got people saying they're blocked?
Yo, YouTube blocked like 7 people that my wrenches ain't hit and I didn't hit.
How would YouTube block somebody without it being initiated by you?
They do that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Trust me. I just went in there and pulled somebody out just last night. Wait, hold on.
Shemaine, I think Big Baby does hit pretty hard. I mean, 300 pounds? As long as you got the basic mechanics down of throwing a punch, 300 pounds, you're going to hit hard. He's good. I don't think he's like the hardest puncher, but he could definitely punch.
This is the latest fuck shit that YouTube does to us, man. DOG, salute. Tiago Rose, right? I didn't block him. Hold up a second. Ronaldo Ramirez. I didn't block him. Do y'all recall blocking Ronaldo Ramirez? I had to go get him last night. Let me contact him. This is the latest thing. Ronaldo J, 1986. This is ridiculous. This is the latest thing in fuckery.
Fuckery.
I had to go get him out. These dudes is, man, YouTube always does that shit, man. Cedric Taylor, see, someone unsubscribed him. See, they do weird shit like that. I just sent the brother an email. It's ridiculous, man. See, your chat, you could prohibit certain words to be said in your chat.
Did you do that?
Yeah, but nobody has said them. Only the racists would come in here and say it. And if you try to upload a comment with that word in it, it won't let you comment, but it won't block you. Well, let me not say that. Let me not say that, because maybe if you keep typing it, it'll automatically block you. But we're going to see. But this is the second person that sent me a screenshot on the email saying that YouTube blocked me. So we're going to see.
Wow.
Brother had to send me a goddamn Cash App. I got blocked for nothing. I don't recall this person being blocked at all. But I went into my community page and I found him. So I pulled him out. So I want to see if he's there. I just sent him an email. This is crazy. But these are the little things they do to mess with your channel. This is what YouTube does. It's weird.
Damn.
Anyway. Yeah, Tay-Tay was shadow banned on Blue's channel. And I know he ain't block her. That's a fact. YouTube just does that. This is strange.
What's shadow ban mean?
Shadow ban means, like for instance, your channel is doing fairly well. Everybody that's subscribed to you, let's say you got 10,000 subscribers, and those, when you go live or when you put out a video,
Right.
only 2,000 will get notified that you put up a new video or you're live. You're under a shadow ban.
What makes them do that?
What'd you say? Why would they?
Yeah, why do they shadow ban people?
Well, see, there go Ronaldo right there. I went and got him out yesterday. Crazy. If you say certain things that goes against their agenda, I firmly believe. You know how they got people, like right now, people that they pay people to watch your content. And some of these guys are actually fans of the things that we discuss. Or they hate it. Like I firmly believe that in San Francisco somewhere, there's some guy that walks around his house with flip-flops and Speedos. And Canelo is his baby. And how dare you say anything about Canelo? And whenever we tell because I ain't got to lie on these guys, I tell the truth. Whenever you say something about Canelo, from his bullshit laptop with his latte in his hand with his pinky out, he'll zap you. I'm not going to send out the notifications. And they'll do little things that won't get them in trouble. Just little things like that. Okay, he has 20,000 subs. I only send out 2,000 notifications because he's talking about my baby. Shit like that. Or when you're calling out the feminists on some bullshit. There's some bull dyke on the other side of the United States. Oh, there they go talking about my girls. Meanwhile, she got a beard.
Did you say a beard?
Yup, a beard. That. This is what they do. It's all right, Ronaldo. Nobody in the chat blocked you. I don't know why. I don't even know why that happened, bro. I don't even know why. Yeah, you're right, Down Big G. He said Classic Physique used steroids as well. True. But I found it strange that Classic Physique, they had to invent that underneath the regular. So I said, why would they do that? Now, Classic Physiques are the guys that look like Arnold Schwarzenegger did in the 70s. But Big Ramy, one of his legs weigh more than a whole person. Big Ramy is legitimately like 320 pounds of pure muscles. These are the guys that got to get their pants tailored because they don't fit. You have a 28-inch waist, but your legs is 42 inches. Each one. Where do you buy pants? It don't make sense. And if y'all don't know who Big Ramy is, just go to Google. Just go to Google. Matter of fact, let's do that. Big Ramy. This don't make no damn sense. These are the guys that Big Baby be working out with. That's him. That's him. Trying to find a picture with his legs. His legs is ridiculous. Stop it. Stop it. Come on now. Stop it. That guy was on the leg press. It was like 1,025 pounds on there, leg pressing.
Who the fuck is that guy?
That's Big Ramy.
Who is he?
He's a bodybuilder.
Is he cool or is?
I mean, I seen him in person. I never met him. He's from the Middle East.
How tall is he?
He's about 5'8", 5'9", I think.
I mean, that's definitely juice.
Yeah, yo, there's no way the human body could get that big without the help of something. And these are the things that Big Baby was experimenting with. When he popped against AJ, I said, Jesus Christ, what you trying to do, kill him?
The worst part about that is, at the time, it's like you're getting a chance at the heavyweight championship of the world.
He's Egyptian, my bad. He's Egyptian, yeah.
Heavyweight championship of the world.
Yeah.
You know, that was the worst part.
Yeah, and trust me, I was rooting for him heavy, man. I was rooting for him heavy. And he blew it, man. Not one thing, but 4 things in his system. I said, come on, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? Man, that was crazy, man.
Yeah.
That I didn't, man, I was disappointed. And when I saw him, when I took that picture, I know I shared this story, but it bears repeating. I gave him a pound. I said, yo, and I gave him a look. I said, bro. And he said, I know. And I said, bro, come on, bro. He said, I know. I'm going to get right, though. I'm going to get right. I said, yo, man, come on. You know this. You know, they want to throw guys like that away and never hear from them again. And we took the picture. That was the same night. Do y'all remember the video where, because Eddie Hearn was there that night. Y'all saw the video where he went up to Eddie and put his head on his shoulder, said he wanted to come home? Y'all remember that? I said, oh my God, no! Damn it! Chin-C, remember that? Oh my God, man, that was insane. And man, but with Dubois, I wonder if he comes in shape. Dubois could box. He might walk him down. But my thing is this: without the drugs in his system, I'm very, very curious as to what kind of Big Baby we're gonna see, because he eats a lot of shots, and everybody has a chin until they don't have a chin. Joe Joyce had a chin until he got hit clean enough. So Dubois, he has some power, and I think he's a better boxer than Big Baby. I mean, Big Baby, he's not going to box with him. He's going to try and walk him down and corner him.
I was about to say, don't get me started with what's his face, Joe Joyce. I never understood that hype train,
bro. I mean, look,
I never, and I don't. I'm not disrespecting any fighter, because for the most part, it takes a lot of balls to get in there. But it wasn't his fault. But he was labeled this, like, I didn't get it. I'm like, he's not going to be a top heavyweight. He's just not. I've never seen slower punches. He's so slow.
Bro, I didn't understand how he beat Daniel Dubois until I watched it. I did not pick Joe Joyce to win that fight at all. I didn't. I'm like, Joe Joyce is going to get styled on and stopped.
Didn't Dubois quit?
He quit because he kept running into his jab. I said, what the fuck is he doing?
He quit
Dubois
against
showed a lack of IQ.
Dubois quit against Usyk too. That didn't look like it was that bad.
Yeah. But you know what, though? Do not be surprised if Dubois whoops his ass. I'm just going to say it. Don't be surprised. It's easy to say that he's going to quit because he's done it twice. But don't be surprised if he has an awakening in this fight right here. Dubois, believe it or not, has better talent than Big Baby. Unless Big Baby has a gear we haven't seen. We never seen him hurt. In a professional fight, we never seen him hurt. We never seen him push back. Those guys that like to walk forward and eat punches off their head to land one. And it's another thing. He's a big dude, but he's not a power puncher.
Right.
He's a volume puncher. And I'm not gonna be surprised if D hurts this guy. I'm not gonna be surprised. It's not gonna surprise. It's boxing. Anything can happen, but I'm not gonna be surprised if Miller gets hurt. If Miller keeps walking forward and he's getting peppered, and by like round 5 or 6, boom, uppercut. He's been hitting him on top of the head, and then boom, uppercut. Now Now he's doing the boogie. Sort of like, Marco, you remember when Sam Peter fought Vladimir Klitschko?
Yes.
Okay. Up until that fight, you never seen Sam Peter hurt.
No.
And he was throwing Vladimir around. He was bullying him. Had him down 3 times in the first round. But I don't think there was no three knockdown round, if I remember correctly. But Klitschko remained calm. He pumped the jab. And Klitschko has one of the best hooks off the jab that I've ever seen. And he was jab, jab, jab. And I think in round 10, he faked the jab and threw a hook. And then Sam Peter did the boogie. And all of a sudden he was in trouble. After Klitschko getting back into the fight, but you know how Klitschko did. Jab, 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 clinch, jab, 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 right hand. And he was walking through it, but it was affecting him late. And Emmanuel Stewart was still in his corner. He said, keep hitting him. And then he threw that hook off the jab, and Peter did all of this shit. I was like, oh! Had him. And I said, man, if he had another 2 rounds, I think it was a 10-round fight. Because Miguel Cotto fought on that undercard. He had a great fight on that undercard, too. I said, oh, my God. I think we might see something similar here. But Dubois, he has to survive that storm because Big Baby's going to rush him. He's going to rush him and he's going to pounce on him. Big Baby's going to have about a good 4 rounds to do that. If he's going to beat Dubois, he got to pounce on him because he can't outbox him. In that fight against Luke, if y'all haven't seen Big Baby versus Lucas Brown, Lucas was landing all kinds of shit on him. And I'm like, this guy Lucas can't, come on, man. Come on. This is crazy. So he's gonna have to swarm him. And if he don't get Dubois out there, the longer the fight goes, the more dangerous it is for Big Baby. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But if I'm gonna make a pick for that fight, y'all gonna laugh. I'm gonna pick Dubois to win that fight.
Against Big Baby?
Yeah, I pick him to win that fight. I pick him to win. This ain't no disrespect to anybody, but you got to pick a winner, right? I'm gonna pick. That fight's gonna be a sleeper. It's gonna be comedy. I think Big Baby's gonna go in there and throw him around and shit. Dubois gonna be rolling on the floor. He's gonna try and take the will from him. But if Dubois keeps his head and sticks to his core discipline, he could take Big Baby into deep water and drown him. Now, Big Baby has a gear that I haven't seen where he can get hurt and still walk forward. I'm going to be very impressed. But it's going to be a hell of a fight. Or it could end early. Like he can go in there and swarm Dubois, and Dubois says, fuck this. I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with it. That could happen too. That could happen if he goes in there and swarm. Because he's not going to outbox Daniel Dubois. That's not going to happen. So he can't let him in the fight. He's going to have to pounce on him. And that's how it could go. He could pounce on him, take the will from him, and Dubois could just, I ain't coming out from round 3. I ain't dealing with that fat nigga leaning all over. I can't deal with this. It could happen like that. Joe James, salute. So, but if it goes past 5, Jarrell has a problem. So I'm picking it to go past round 5, and I got Daniel Dubois winning. Could be wrong, but I'm interested to see how that fight plays out. That's a very interesting fight. I like that. And if Miller wins, I'm really curious as to see what he does next. Understand, I'm not rooting against Miller. I'm just picking a winner. That's it. Fair enough? I'm just picking somebody. That's all. It's a tough fight.
I think it has all the ingredients to be a disappointing fight too, though.
Yeah, I hope not, man. I hope not. I really hope not. I hope it's not oh man, damn. I hope it's not. I hope it's not that. Because if it is, I'm going to talk about it. Very negative. But anyway, I want to do a whole panel leading up to that whole event. I want to go through all of the fights because that's a hell of a card. But anyway, February 17th, Usyk versus Fury. Who at the end of the day, who you picking in that fight? You picking Fury?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think dominant too. Like not dominant, but no question. Like people, it won't be close.
It won't be
I'm not
close. Be
saying
like a UD.
right. I'm not saying he's gonna beat the. I wouldn't be surprised if Fury beats the shit out of him, but I'm not saying. Yeah, I think it won't be like debatable. I don't think. Only because remember, I'll say it again. Ngannou had a very rare set of physical attributes that no other heavyweights really have. That's size and strength, and he can take a punch, and he's not scared to take a punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna put up a poll. I got a poll. Who wins? Fury, Usyk, or your mother? Y'all go ahead and vote right now.
The guy John Hugh asked about Zhang.
Zhang.
He has the tools to be the top heavyweight as well. We don't know yet. We have to see him beat somebody else.
Zhang is official.
Yeah.
He got to move fast though.
He's officially old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got to move fast. So whatever opportunity comes across his table, he got to hop on it now. Because I don't know how long he's been in the game, but he's at that point where it's like, yo, bro, I might not get a title shot. So if a Miller comes across his table, you got to take it. If a third Joyce fight comes, you got to take it. He has to take anything. Dillian White, he got to take it because ain't he like 40?
Who?
Big Bang Zhang.
39, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever, there's no light work at this point. He got to take everything. He got to take a rematch with Hrgovic. I know he'd love that. Hrgovic is on this card on the 23rd. He's on the card. You know, so I like Zhang's chances against anybody.
Yeah,
I like his chance against anybody.
Me too.
You know, he's really good. He's really good in the landscape right now. He's really good. He has a lot of potential. I shouldn't have put that third option. Oh man, I'm gonna pick Usyk for the win because I hate Tyson Fury. I know that, but seriously, I don't think Fury has access to what he's normally used to having access to. And
what do you mean? Oh, you mean cheating?
The cheating.
Oh,
you know, everything from poisoning water to Daniel Kinahan paying off judges to floppy gloves. He don't have access. Notice since the flopping of the gloves and the removal of the padding, you've never seen his gloves look like that since then. They haven't been falling off his wrist. You know, you can't compromise anything. You can't compromise anything, you know, so.
Well, you wouldn't be surprised if Fury wins, right?
No, I wouldn't. But I do think that Usyk is a dog, man.
He is. He's just too small and Fury's too big. That's to me what it comes down to, unfortunately.
With Fury not being on his power pellets, again, when it goes into the championship rounds, I believe Usyk has the ability to rack up points.
Well, I don't think so, but one thing somebody told me which made me think, you know, Anthony Joshua's only but 2-3 inches shorter than Fury. And Usyk didn't have a problem hitting him.
Right. Did you see when they stared down, Usyk and Fury?
It didn't look like that big of a difference.
Exactly. See, people are thinking that Usyk is 6'3". People have seen to think that it was that big of a difference. It really wasn't.
No.
And people said they got Fury listed at 6'9".
He's more like 6'8", maybe 6'7". He's about Deontay Wilder's height.
Yes. He's not 6'9".
I don't think
That's
so
a
either.
fact. From what
When
I saw,
next to Ngannou's listed at 6'4". Fury was barely
he
3
was
inches
not as
taller.
big. That's what I'm saying. They lied about that guy's height.
Yeah.
He's not 6'9". He's absolutely not 6'9". When I saw him staring down with Usyk, I said, wait a minute. That is not 6'9".
Yeah,
I know people that are 6'9", 7 feet tall, 6'10". That's tall. You know, he's not, he can get touched. All of that feinting that he does, Usyk he's well scouted.
Mm-hmm.
He's well scouted. Now, who's gonna win the boxing match? We'll know after round 6. We'll know after round 6. And I think Usyk is slick enough from that southpaw stance. I think he's slick enough.
That's February 17th.
Yeah, February 17th in Saudi. And location is going to play a big key, man. It's going to play a big key.
What do you mean?
So that's why because again, this guy doesn't have access to what he has access to. That's to me, that's the difference maker. He's not going to have access. And his performance against Ngannou, it had a lot to do with Ngannou, but it had a lot to do with him not having that shit in his system. I looked at his body type. And I looked at his performance. I'm like, what is wrong with him? What is wrong with him? That was not supposed to happen. That was supposed to be target practice, man. And he just could not close the deal. And to me, it was obvious. But a lot of cats can act like they don't see what I saw. And I know I'm some big conspiracy theorist, but you can't prove me wrong when everything is there. How do you explain this shit? You make Ngannou look like a rock star. I'm willing to bet if Ngannou goes in the ring with any one of these top 5 guys, he gonna get beat up, man. And then y'all gonna be like, well, what the hell happened here? What happened was Fury's not on his drugs. So in the event that Fury goes in there and legs the egg against Usyk, my point is beyond proven, man. It's beyond proven. This guy was juiced to the gills. John Hughes says, what's happening with Daniel Kinahan? He's not in Dubai anymore. I heard he's in Africa. That's what I heard. For more on that, you can hit up Art Hostage. She follows it a lot more closely than I do. That man has gotten death threats. Marco, this dude, right? That's friend to the show, Art Hostage, right?
Mm-hmm.
He follows this thing about just those gangsters over there in the UK.
Okay.
Those people ran up in his house and took all his computers.
Yeah.
They took his computers, they took his phone, because he was connecting too many dots on his show. It made the paper out there. He sent it to me. I said, yo, bro, you need to be careful. Somebody, my God. What's those people over there? We got the FBI over here. What do they call them over there?
I don't know.
Who are they? I almost said Scotland Yard. No, it's not.
In England, you mean?
In England, yeah. I
know.
forgot. But those people ran up in his shit and took his shit.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, Hen Dog. He said he don't care. He's gonna keep doing it. Let me check this poll.
Where's the
Well,
poll?
um,
I don't see it.
26% say Usyk, 24% says Fury. 50% are picking their moms. 51. Oh, mom's winning by a landslide. Well, shout out to all the mothers. Yep, she wins. But they I'm ending the poll. They're picking Usyk by a slight edge, ever so slight. M15, that's who it is. MI5, stay M15.
Yeah, it's all about the last fight. If they would have pulled this before the Dubois fight, it would have been, I mean, before the Ngannou fight, it would have been different.
Interpol ran up in his shit and took his shit. My God. Yeah. No doubt, phenomenal Mexican. I really don't care. Fury's a cheater and Usyk ducked Deontay. But, you know, it's boxing, so we're going to talk about it. I just want to see what happens. But you know what's weird about this fight? Here's why I'm going to pick Usyk. Again, there's something strange in the air. Once again, there's something strange in the air. What's that John Lennon song that I love so much? Instant Karma. Xavier, what up? This fight is taking place in February. Y'all know why that's strange?
What?
It's Black History Month.
Mm.
And they trolled the shit out of us when D lost in February. So I'm just, just wondering, why did they pick February for this to happen? Could be nothing. Could be nothing. Could be nothing. But it could be something. Marco, let them know how they can find you.
YouTube, Marco Boxing. Instagram, Marco Boxing. Yeah, dropping content, interviews. I'm gonna be doing interviewing Carmel Moten, I think, today.
What time?
I don't know yet. I'm waiting for him to get back to me.
Okay.
But I mean, I drop it on YouTube. I'll do it on Instagram sometimes, but then I'll upload it to YouTube.
Right. And by the way, your Coach Cal interview, he gave the Shakur fans a lot of fuel for what he said. So I mean, look, he said it. He said it.
I interviewed Coach Kenny literally like 2 days later, and he said something different. He goes, we want Shakur next.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're not on the same goddamn page. But who pulls the trigger on that?
Exactly. Neither of them, I don't think.
Oh.
Well, it's true. No, I'm not trying to diss them. It's just the coaches don't decide who it's the fighter and then the manager or the promoter or the advisor or whatever.
All right. Well, I want to know what Tank says.
Yeah.
Hen Dog wants to know who hits harder between Haney and Tank.
I mean, that's obvious.
I'm gonna say Tank.
Yeah, way harder. Haney's more known for boxing and speed and stuff, and Tank is. Although I'll say one thing, I think if Haney worked on hitting harder, he could turn it over. You know what I'm saying? Like he could. Any fighter can generate more power if they just try. He does more what he does, but I think if he worked on it, he could add power, and that'd make him real dangerous if he had a lot of power behind those shots too.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I gotta get out of here. I gotta lay down for about an hour before I go to work. I got a fucking headache.
Yeah, there's a cold going around.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's crazy when you can say, I hope I'm sick so I can stay home for a little while.
You get sick days, right?
Yeah, I got a bunch. But, they also pay you out when you don't use them.
What do you mean?
You accumulate it, and when you don't use them, transit, they cut you a check.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Sick days.
Just like we were talking before, I need to get in the union. I don't know what I'm doing over here. Good for you.
Yeah, we'll talk behind the scenes. There's a lot of options.
There's a Fury story I wanted to tell you.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna say it now. Private.
Okay.
It's fucked up too. It's really fucked up.
Really?
It made me, because I used to like him. I still kind of like him, but this made me not like him at all. This is really fucked up. If it's true.
So this is not nothing you want to share on?
No, because I don't know if it's true. It weirdly involves somebody I know, and
oh man,
I'll tell you privately though. And if I tell you, you can. I don't mind you talking about parts of it, but just don't say certain things. I'll tell you what.
I won't name drop nothing like that.
It'll make your blood boil. I'll tell you that. It's going to make you very angry.
Oh boy! All right. So when I get up from my nap, I'll call you. All right, good brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Peace out.
No doubt. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat, man. Much love to everybody. Yeah, man. February 17th, it's on. I'm picking Fury. I'm sorry. I'm picking Usyk because I hate Fury, and I just think he has the tools to box this guy's face in, because this guy's not going to have access to what he normally has access to. But I'm picking my moms for the win. Man, salute y'all. I think the general should be on soon. Salute to everybody, man. Much love and appreciation. And if you got blocked, and you know, just hit me on the email. Hit me on the email, because YouTube is weird. Salute to y'all, man. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.